What's going on, boys? Mike Speeds here, your favorite sim racer. Today, what I'm going to be doing is explaining what I'm doing while I'm sim drifting. We're going to be hopping into an online server, Nissan 240SX, preferably an S14, with around 500 horsepower. I have a foot cam hooked up so you can see my inputs. I'll have the point of view cam so you can see everything else, the triple monitors, and I'm going to just be explaining what I'm doing while I'm doing it. We're going to be working on tandem drifting. We're going to be at Brooklyn Park. So without further ado, let's get to it. We are at Brooklyn Park, okay? Just gonna warm up the tires a little bit, and like I said, I'm going to be explaining what I'm doing while I'm doing it. The biggest thing with drifting that I see a lot of people doing is not letting the wheel do its thing. You know, like basically when you transition from one drift to another, you wanna imagine, because you can't feel it, but imagine the weight transfer of the car. And at that exact moment, just let the wheel go and then grab it again. You know, you can't force drifting. You have to just kind of feel it. You know, like you want to get the car sideways, and when you're in a drift, you kind of want to steer. There's advanced methods using the foot brake, but you kind of want to steer to keep your angle. Okay, I mean, watch, I could floor it. I'm just mashing the gas, and it's just steering. So like, as I feel the angle start to slip away and widen, you could turn kind of into it, and your car swings around your front tires. A really good way to think about what your car's doing while you're drifting is to just visualize what your front tires are doing. And when your front tires have grip, meaning that they're turned or they're aiming into the turn, okay, your car is going to swing around your front tires. If your front tires aren't aimed enough into the turn, you know, you're gonna skid and oversteer and you're not gonna drift. I mean, drifting is simply the rear breaking loose and the front remaining, the front keeping its grip, okay? So, you know, you kind of want those tires to be pointed in the direction of the turn. Something else too that I see a lot of guys do when we work on tandems, drift, you want to like start your drift before you get to the turn, slightly. You know, you don't need to start it when you're in the turn. You can, but if you have, I guess it depends on your speed. If you have a lot of speed going into the turn, you want to start your drift earlier, so that way, while you're sliding into the turn, that alone is scrubbing speed and letting you slow down. So again, less inputs, less e-brake, less foot brake. Those have a time and a place, but people just want to use it to feel like they're a pro drifter. Do you want crisp lines, or do you want to just use a bunch of levers? Hoping this video helps you guys. The biggest thing is just to go do it, but don't use a bunch of inputs. Try to do it with the least amount of things possible. Let that be your goal. Because the second you think of, oh my god, how do you use the handbrake, and then the foot brake, and then how much throttle, now it's like there's too many variables to try to get down. If you can get the basis down by just steering and throttle control, you're gonna be in a really good space, because then you can add in the handbrake, you can add in the foot brake. The biggest part of tandems is if you're out in front, you want to drive a nice line. You're not trying to speed away from the guy behind you. So you want to take wide lines, very predictable lines. There is foot brake use in a tandem to keep that nice angle, you know. When you're following, it's a much different, it's a different game. You have to learn how to close the gap. Okay, so, you know, otherwise you're just not gonna like catch up. Okay, this guy, nobody could drift in this server right now besides me, I guess. I wish I could show you guys a tandem. I need somebody. Hold on. Let me cut. I'll cut to when I find somebody. Alright. So let's get some tandems going. That's not the best turn for me. You know, it's all about reading the lead car, and kind of, you're guessing what they're doing and reacting at the same time. But when you get it down and you find somebody that tandem's good, right? You guys maybe have a similar style or whatever, then it's really rewarding. Like right now, you always want to keep the angle kind of before them and then drop back so they can transition. And there you go. There we go. We're tandeming. So this guy just drives very, very nice, very predictable, and that's what you want. We are on his door. I could see his RPMs going on in there. So I took that a little bit too, not too wide or not too tight, I guess. Any more angle? Yeah. We are on his door. So I'm gonna drop back, let him do his little drifts. For some reason I'm drifting like much faster through these turns. Not sure why. There we go, transition. You wanna transition at the same time pretty much. Maybe there's different rules of thought for that, but it feels like you transition at the same time or even first, you could kind of catch up to him. On his door. Nice little wall tap by him there. That was good, and he survived. I think we got the beater car behind us too. We do. So we got some killers out here right now. Again, when you're leading, or when you're following, you're chasing, I mean, you always have to be worrying about catching up. Because if you just follow the exact same line, you're never going to catch up to the car in front of you. You got to take that steeper line, modulate the gas, get a little more grip than the other guy's getting to catch up. I am just holding and praying right now. That was, yeah, I almost went out there. Taking a nice line in here. They're on his door. Touching his bumper there, which is crazy because I almost messed him up. So we got a triple car tandem going. I'm losing speed, and every car is different, you know? You might have more power, you might have more grip, you might have less power, which is giving him more grip. I'm not sure. E39 hatch. I think I might have around the same. So I almost hit him. Again, that's where the hydro brake, e-brake comes from, or it comes in. Okay, it's very large corrections, very fast. That's mainly when I use it. And you gotta kind of anticipate when you use it, because normally by the time you think about using it, it's too late and you crashed. You hit the guy. So it just comes with time. You want to be staring at their car, staring at the track. We are ripping these turns. This guy's he almost doesn't go that wide. The car behind me is loving it because I'm flying into these turns here. Alright, I want to catch up though. This is... You guys like that? Because I've been working on it. You don't do anything. You let go of the wheel, guys. Let go of the wheel, it bounces, it comes back, you grab it, you hold it. I mean, not that hard. I don't know if it's my wheel settings, maybe some different wheel settings are different for some people. Let go, bounce, hold it, modulate it from there. But you can do it on almost every turn. Your car kind of just stays on the path, you know, and then you got to correct quick. But it's very fun, and I never see anybody doing it. Bop, bop, grab, correct. So, there's that. Alright guys, that's it for now. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, comment below, whatever. Just show some support. You can always come race with me, drift with me. That's it. So I'll see you guys in the next one.